Today I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Normally I'm pretty much a role play type of ASMR gal, but I am starting to, well, I have already started to kind of just get my kind of important papers and stuff organized so that in the case of an emergency or in the case of, the worst case scenario, it's easier for kind of next of kin to kind of figure things out. And I'd been seeing all of these advertisements for the NOKBOX, and honestly, it kind of seemed like exactly what I have been envisioning and trying to do. So I got one, and this video is not sponsored in any way by them. I am legitimately got one for myself, and what I want to do is go through and kind of unbox it. I've already taken it. I've done about 90% of the unboxing, I would say, but there's this huge, like, and very heavy pile of books and papers. I don't even know. So I'm gonna go through those, see what I should be kind of having, and try to set it up to the best of my ability, as well as, start noting down the things that I'm missing or hadn't thought of at all before. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So thanks for joining me on this kind of diversion from the usual, and let's see what we've got here. So first of all, they sent me this plastic box. Obviously, inside there are a couple of envelopes. Like, envelopes is not the right word. These things. So this one says protected documents, and it's empty so far, but I assume something's going in it. So I'll just like open that, and then we'll have it for whenever we get to it. This one says key system. Okay, it's just a bunch of like keychain tag things that are in a bunch of different colors. There's nothing else. There's just a bunch of these. Wow. Who has this many keys? Oh my goodness. Alright, so we're going to set those to the side, and hopefully we're not going to be using all of them. And then there's this big pile of, I'm not even sure. So it looks like folders are in there. I may need help here to open this. There we go. The first thing inside is also wrapped in plastic. I can't tell if it's like a book or if it's like separate pages. So let's look at what it says. Congratulations on your NOKBOX purchase. And I will add, if you are interested in getting one, there's a lot of other YouTube channels that are advertising with promo codes and stuff, so you can, I'm sure, very easily find a promo code. But again, this is not sponsored. So, okay, congratulations on your NOKBOX purchase. The best way to get started is to orient yourself with the contents. Checkbox 1. Place the directions that follow in the NOKBOX directions folder. Read those when you're ready to start filling up the box. There are directions for you and directions for your knock. I'm assuming there's a bunch of folders. We'll just pause on reading the directions and see what folders we have, and then we'll come back. Okay, so cardboard. Oh yeah, okay. The very first folder is NOKBOX directions. And okay, this is interesting. So there's a folder. It doesn't have a tag, but inside there's another folder. And this one is labeled NOKBOX directions. And then there's also, it has like a notes page as well. There's also like it's just a sheet of paper. But it has the tag on it as well, and it also says NOKBOX directions. Okay. Well, we know we're gonna be using that. What are these other? Okay, we've got. Okay, I think I see why there's this sheet of paper with the tag, because, like in this folder, there's a bunch of stuff with tabs. So this one says primary residence. And it's got like mortgage or lease, utilities and HOA, maintenance. It just has a bunch of different subfolders. Vehicles, bank accounts. That is probably going to be the big one. Insurance, investments, debt, income. That's interesting. Oops. Sorry, the space and the setup here is crazy. I tried to get as much of a desk surface area in as possible, but literally the camera is held upside down, essentially taped to a shelf with 3 band-aids, so it's kind of ridiculous. Assets. Family and friends. I'm curious about that. Aw, dependents, pets, ancestry. Oh, that is genius. Friends and sentimental. That is genius. I don't know anything about ancestry because I have another family member that does it better than me, but if they were to get a NOKBOX, that would be very helpful because they would have that stuff. Education and career. Oh, and it's got like transcripts and diplomas. I don't know why this is more important for like me getting organized with my own stuff, I think. Health, I'm sure that's going to be quite a lot. Yeah, current medical records, past medical records. Communities and online accounts. Oh, yeah. Right, because you would need all your passwords collected in one place. Legal and tax. Estate documents. Believe it or not, those I already have. So hopefully that will be the easier one. And then these are just blank. Like extra folders. They all have the notes page. Yeah. And one more cardboard thing. Okay. So now, let's go back to congratulations on your NOKBOX purchase. Place each one of the instruction sheets into the corresponding folder. The sheets are in the same order as your folders. There are 2 exceptions. Dependents, 4 sheets, and pets, 4 sheets. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. So it's probably time to open this plastic. given that it's already been 10 minutes and I haven't even opened the instructions yet, I'm guessing this is not going to all be done in one sitting. So I'm looking for instruction sheets. They're all instruction sheets. This one says NOKBOX directions for the owner of the box, page 1. Place these directions in the directions folder. Page 2, page 3. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me get the directions folder out of here. NOKBOX directions. Here we go. Okay. Directions for the next of kin, page 1. This doesn't say where to place them. You've come across this NOKBOX because you've experienced a loss. I know this is really kind of a bummer, but I'm not expecting anything, to happen anytime in the foreseeable future. I just want to be prepared and make sure that things aren't harder than they have to be for whoever's coming along. And I know who the person is who's coming along, but I don't want to mention their name. You've come across this NOKBOX because you have experienced a loss and you need to find a way to organize everything you now have to manage. Maybe your loved one has filled up this box, or perhaps it is empty. Either way, we are sorry for your loss and we're here to help you get through this time. Okay, this is a very lengthy bunch of directions. Let's just find out where they end. Okay. This is very helpful. Here's where you start dropping the pages. This page literally says, here's where you start dropping the pages into your box. 1 page per folder except 4 dependents and 4 pets. This task is important so you can orient yourself with the contents of the box. Save this sheet. On the reverse side, you'll find a check sheet to help track your progress. Well, this is interesting because this was kind of exactly what I had been thinking. We do not suggest digitizing all of this information in lieu of having paper copies. The NOKBOX is the paper trail for your digital life as opposed to the other way around. So they got me. It exists because we have such a variety of information online that can be hard for your NOK to know about. I think the NOK is my dependent, or my next of kin, not my dependent. Having information somewhere in the cloud, on an obsolete flash drive, or on a computer that someone can't open, they really do know me, is not helpful. Keep your life as digital as you like, but mark what you've got here in your box and make it as easy for your NOK and you to find things immediately. Okay, so now we do start having stuff to fill out. So 1 page per folder. I probably shouldn't have gone through all the folders until I read this. So they're in reverse order now, so let me flip them upside down for a second. So this one says mortgage or lease, and all I'm going to do is drop it in. Yep, perfect. Oh, and I see I'm going to have... So there should be like other... Yeah, maintenance and repairs. Let me grab all the ones that go in the primary residence folder. Maintenance and repairs. So with they want me to do is file everything first and then go back and fill them out. I get that. Honestly, I am going to do this a little bit differently. I'm going to fill these out to the best of my ability, and then when I can't fill one out, then I'll know that that's still outstanding. Yeah, so before I do that, did I finish reading I'm just going to finish reading the front page. So look over the sheets as you go so you know what's going into your NOKBOX. It's a great way to orient yourself with the box and get a sense of what you'll need to fill it up. Fill out the crucial information sheet. I have no idea where that is or what that is. Crucial information. Do you guys remember a crucial information sheet? Because I don't. Oh, maybe I put it in the directions folder. Yep, there it is. Okay. It has a back as well. Let's start here. NOKBOX directions for the owner of the box, page 5, crucial information sheet. Complete this sheet and leave it at the front of your box or somewhere secure where your NOK can find it. If you aren't comfortable putting all of this information in one place, just be sure your NOK can find it and access all of it easily when they need to. Just let them know where to look. It's the most important information they'll need and refer to as they manage your estate. Okay, I'm gonna do this in a second, but I still want to finish reading this very first page. So fill out the crucial information sheet. Okay, so these are all check boxes, which is fantastic. I'm gonna start checking them off. So I haven't actually done place each of them into the folder directions, so I'll leave that. But I have been looking over the sheets. And read the letter to your NOK instructions and let your NOK know this box exists, even if you haven't begun to fill it up. The fronts of each sheet are for you as you assemble your box. Don't worry about filling out every line. Most information can be found on statements that you can just put into the folders. Jot helpful notes for your NOK on the sheets if you'd like. If you really want to type your answers, I don't. On the back of each sheet is the NOK list. That's for your next of kin. Oh, NOK stands for next of kin. I just got that. To complete after you are gone. You don't need to do anything with the backs of each sheet. Oh, that's pretty cool. If you are using a new box to organize someone's estate, you'll want to look at and complete both the front and the back of each sheet. Okay. And then on the back of this, it's just a bunch of QR codes and stuff. I can join the NOKBOX Nook with thousands of other owners sharing tips and ideas. And I can find the group on Facebook. I can follow them on all the social medias. I can get a referral by sharing. I can do that. Like I said, I'm not doing that. Yeah. Okay. Fabulous. All right. Let's start filling out. Okay, I took a quick second to fix a technical issue, and I also cleared up the trash that had been right there, so I'm going to actually move the instructions folder over to where that had been to try and get a little bit more space. I also thought for a second about the crucial information, and I probably don't want to fill that out on camera. So I'm going to do that at a later time. I'm really interested in how they've separated it out into like the front and back. I wonder if that is true for this crucial information sheet though, because this has questions like financial planner, attorney, next of kin. I feel like I should be filling both sides of this one out, and then maybe it's subsequent sheets that are the front for me and the back for the next of kin. Oh, this is really cool. So this one is for mortgage or lease, and on the back there is like a table, and it's got like mortgage, second mortgage, HELOC, HOA, and for each one of them it has multiple boxes, log payments, account and date, account and date. So like, I guess whoever is handling the affairs, you know, they would probably be doing it for multiple months before whatever decisions, you know, were made, and they can actually like log things and check that off. That's really cool. This is a lot of stuff I wouldn't have thought of, and this is honestly making me think about this a lot. Not for myself, but for elderly parents. And I'm kind of wondering if our whole family should have a little talk, and maybe we should all have one of these, because that's kind of like a preview of what's to come, you know, in the next, I don't know, but in the future for sure. And something like this would be very helpful for the next of kin, as in me, the next of kin, versus me trying to set up my affairs for my next of kin. Okay, so I'm gonna fill out my property address kind of a little bit privately here. So it's asking for my address, my garage code, which I don't have. So how do you get into the garage then? There is a button. On the wall that opens garage door. I know that sounds stupid, but I had never had a garage before I moved into this house, and it took me 6 months to figure out there was a button. I was just using the things that go in the car. There are also, I don't know, button clips. That go in the car. Year purchased. Residents including pets. Okay, so I need to find, I don't know if I even have a paper copy, a copy of my mortgage statement, my don't have HELOCs or second mortgages, property tax statements. Think I have seen a paper copy of that. Closing or refi documents, documentation stating that a mortgage was paid off, reverse mortgage, I don't have that. Business card or contact info for your real estate agent. I don't really think that's relevant. Okay, and then mortgage lien holder or landlord. I guess that's my mortgage company. Payments made via online. Okay, so already there's a lot just to get this page filled out. Find all keys associated with this residence. Yep. And use the key store. You know what? I'm not as mad now about how many of these keychain thingies there are, because I do have random keys like shoved into drawers and stuff. Okay. And then a few notes if you own your home. If a home is titled with a joint tenant, the home will most likely transfer to that joint tenant upon your death. If it is titled in the name of your trust, it will likely be managed by your trustee without going through probate. If it is titled differently with another person or entity, there are various ways the property may transfer. If your home is owned solely by you in severalty, it will become a part of your estate and most likely need to go through probate. This is not meant to constitute legal advice. And then there's like a blank. This home is titled, so I guess I'm supposed to pick one of them. Okay. Oh, how do I want to do this? So I'm now agreeing sort of with their advice to file these away first and then come back to them, because I'm starting to have like piles upon piles. But this one is to collect all of my utilities, which I can do, except I'm supposed to add a statement or account information to this folder, so that will definitely take some doing. And again, it's got the payment login on the back, which is really great. Maintenance and repairs. Oh, like if I have a plumber. Yeah, that's smart. For repairs and upgrades. Yeah, I never even thought to log them, but that'll be something to keep in mind. People. Neighbors, service people, like housekeepers, lawn mowing, anyone who might have a key or access code. Got it. Home inventory. Oh, wow. A home inventory documenting anything of value in your home. This can be done on paper or much more easily on a video. As you document, share information about sentimental, historical, or monetary value of items. If there is someone you would like to inherit any specific item, document or state that, although this will not substitute for or override a will. This documentation will also be crucial should you need to file a homeowner's or renter's insurance claim. So I am gonna do what I said I wasn't gonna do, and just go ahead and put these in. I'm not gonna file them into their individual folders. I'm going to put them in the big folder because I know I need to go back to them. And what I want to do, I will go through and go ahead and sort them out. Yeah. This is vehicle, vehicle, vehicle. Happily, they're all labeled really nicely. So hopefully this top folder now is vehicles. So basically what I want to get to is the will and trust and those kinds of documents, because I have those ready to actually put in the folder. So I'm just going through every other section that I'm not going to do today. So this is much more comprehensive than I pictured and imagined, and that's great because it's really going to make me think through everything and organize everything. The more I do now, the less somebody else has to do later. So that's great, but it definitely isn't, you know, a chill evening activity that can just get all done all at the same time, which is fine. Money moving apps, oh, that goes into banking too, right? Oh, PayPal, Venmo, yep, I think that's okay. Insurance, lots of insurance. So this folder is all insurance. Investment account. Okay. And this is that. This isn't as bad as it felt at the beginning. I mean, it felt like a very thick pile of paper, but we're already getting through it. So, medical data, current employment. A lot of this is like really in the future, like Social Security income. It's pretty funny, but again, the more I do now, the less I will have to do later, the less anybody else will have to do later. And I'm really glad I am gonna get this done. Okay, assets. It's interesting because there was like part of the house folder was an inventory on your belongings, but complete this checklist for any other assets you own. And there's also an investments folder. So this says investment properties, but properties. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Timeshare, second homes, land, valuable property, jewelry, antiques, instruments, artwork. Licensed or registered property like firearms, weapons, equipment, contents of a storage unit. Oh, that's smart. I don't have one, but that's really smart because I don't know how you would ever find that. Safe deposit box contents and other significant tangible assets. Okay, so this is assets beyond your regular residence, I think. have dependents, pets. Those are all going in the same folder. And ancestry. And friends. Sentimental items. I actually need to think about this. I suspect I'm going to be coming back to this over and over as I think of more things. Yeah, I mean, I have items that are sentimental to me, but that I honestly understand might not be of interest to anybody else. So I really have to think about that. I am not sure where sentimental items goes. In here. Okay. Cool. Because they go to family and friends. Got it. Alright, and then education, military service, and career. Alright. This is great because I actually, record your educational and career accomplishments here. They may have sentimental value to your knock, and they will be helpful in writing an obituary. So I have a lot of, like, test scores and stuff that I've just been saving just in case, even though, I've never been asked for my college grades by any employer or anything like that, but this will be nice to have somewhere to just put them this in one place. And health. Communities and online accounts. That includes subscriptions, yes. And this is important because you want all these things to be canceled by somebody. Social media, other online accounts, oh dear. Taxes. That's not in the same folder. But again, this is great because I just have this folder that I throw all my tax stuff in, and it'll be good to keep it in the same place as all the other important stuff. So, executors or trustees will have to file your tax returns, as well as create an estate or trust tax return each year until your estate is closed to help make this as easy as possible. Yeah, that's a really good point. We're getting to the end. Will and trust. I don't think that's in this folder, is it? No, it is. Legal. No. Okay. I think everything up to will and trust is in the folder. Yeah. Prenup agreements, marriage license, all that kind of thing. Okay. Last folder, and it's estate documents, will and trust, and medical directives, and a big piece of cardboard. so this has gone on quite a long time. I didn't think that just unpacking and organizing it would be such an ordeal, but let's go ahead and get my estate documents. At least we can do that. So I'm off. I have a current notarized will or trust, and a copy is located in the red folder. Okay, the other check boxes, I do not have a will or trust. And then there's a bunch of other stuff. If you don't have a will or trust, you can use an online program. Original should be, okay, Store a copy of your will and trust here if you'd like. Originals should be kept with an attorney or in a secure location like a safe. I do believe the attorney that drew these up has their own copy as well. Pretty sure. You have retained the originals of all your documents, and we have provided you with the electronic copies. Probably need to look into that because if I have the only copy, that is a little bit alarming. Let's put these in the same order. So, will and trust. Goes first. And okay, medical directives, so living will and medical power of attorney. Medical directives. Yes. And copies are located in the red folder. Okay. Financial power of attorney. If you are unable to manage your finances, if you're ill or disabled, this can be invaluable. I do have a financial power of attorney. The original is located in the red folder. And guardianship. Okay. I don't have dependents. Well, there is a last page. Okay, and it's about end of life ceremonies. So there is one thing for me to fill out. But I think this video is pretty well done. Um, yeah, leave me a comment if this was at all interesting. I honestly don't know if this is gonna be just totally boring or just boring enough for ASMR, or if people are gonna think this is really odd. But yeah, let me know, and let me know if you want me to do another one. There's certainly many sections of this box to be done, so I certainly could. But yeah, hope everybody has a great day, and thanks for joining me. Bye.